Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. This is English only. Okay, young man. It says my subject is the real vitamins, real foods, natural foods versus the greatest food deceptions versus over-processed food, part number one. Now, what are the main differences between real vitamins, real foods, the natural foods, and artificial over-processed foods? What are the main differences? Science tells us that there are different types of bad bacteria and good bacteria. The bad bacteria grows when we eat too much unhealthy over-processed foods. But the good bacteria but the good bacteria helps us to fight, okay, helps us to fight various, okay, bad bacteria, different types of sickness. So when we have lots of good bacteria, they help us to fight, okay, they help us to fight bad bacteria, various bad bacteria, different types of sickness and diseases. When we eat real foods, eating real foods, natural, healthy foods that are in their original state, organic state, natural state. In other words, the cancer bacteria, the heart disease bacteria, the diabetes bacteria, and the flu bacteria, and so many different types of bad bacteria grow when we eat too much unhealthy, over-processed foods. Another reason, another main point. The fake foods have different types of man-made poisons and preservatives that are mixed with cheap, superficial nutrition and with chemical processed vitamins and minerals. But the real foods, real vitamins, are foods or vitamins, minerals that are in their original and natural state. Remember, unhealthy hamburger, coffee, snacks don't grow on trees. But real foods grow on trees and in the ground. They have good nutrition, good glucose, good oxygen, good water, good essential fatty acids and other fatty acids, good fiber, good enzymes, good vitamins, good minerals, and good protein. What are the main differences between the real foods and fake foods? What are the main differences? The real foods have good sugar, good glucose, good healthy nutrition gas. Why? Our brain, our brains and our bodies get good energy so that we can be healthy and strong. Remember, a bus cannot drive without good gas or good oil. A train cannot drive, an airplane cannot drive without good gas, good fuel, and good oil. Another main reason, another point. According to Genesis 1, verse 29, the real foods, the real vitamins, the real minerals, natural foods represent in their original represent. Yeah, represent. What does it represent, these foods? The real foods, the real vitamins, the real minerals, the natural foods represent the original foods. The original foods, that's what these real food represent. The original foods in the original plan of our most loving creator and master designer. And who is our master designer? It's Jesus Christ. He's the master designer. Why? Because in John chapter 1, verse 1, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And then it said, the Word became flesh. The Word put on flesh. Flesh. That's talking about Jesus. Jesus is the Word. John 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word put on flesh and dwelt among us, meaning Jesus came to live among us. He is the master designer. These original foods represent the master designer's original diet plan. But overprocessed food represent man-made plan, Satan's plan, Satan man-made deceptions. And it's confusing, just like when our first parents, Adam and Eve, God gave them the real clothing, the clothing of light, the original clothing. But Satan invented that fig leaves that represent the counterfeit righteousness, while the real clothing represent Christ's righteousness. But the unhealthy, overprocessed food represent different types of artificial, man-made methods. These artificial foods taste good, but they don't make our bodies strong and healthy. According to John 10, verse 10, Jesus gave us the best news when Jesus said, the thief does not come, but to steal and to kill and to destroy us. That's Satan's plans for us. Satan's the enemy. Satan is our real enemy. And that's his plan. Every day he's studying how to steal our happiness, to kill and to destroy us. But Jesus is studying how to give us the best life. This is good news. According to John 10, verse 10, Jesus gave us the best news. Jesus said that he wants to give us the best life. Jesus said, I have come that they may have life and have it more abundantly. In John 5, verse 39 and 40, there were so many people near Jesus, but Jesus gave us the saddest message when Jesus said, many don't want to come to Jesus. Although they were near Jesus, there were so many people gathering. They were all around Jesus, but they didn't come to Jesus. That's what Jesus said. Jesus said, they don't want to come. Read it. John 5, verse 40 says that. Now, Jesus said that he wants to give us the best life. Jesus wants everyone to be perfectly balanced, spiritually healthy, mentally, physically healthy, wise and happy and free and wealthy. This is the original plan of Jesus, the original plan of God for you and me. But Satan wants to steal our happiness by using different methods to get us to be addicted to poisonous foods. Many of us, from a child, we were trained to eat unhealthy foods, even myself. And we become so addicted to eating these counterfeit food, artificial food, even myself. And that's why every day I'm praying, asking the most loving Father, asking Jesus, oh, Father, help me, empower my will to eat real foods. Satan wants to kill and destroy all of us by making us sick with different types of sickness and diseases. This is Satan's plan for you and me and for our families. Many artificial and fake foods, vitamins, minerals taste good. They taste good. They make people feel good. These types of vitamin, fake foods, and artificial minerals don't help to deal with the real problems, the health problems that people have. Many of these vitamin minerals treat the symptoms of the health problems of people. But what is wrong? Fake vitamins, fake foods that are not in their natural state, in their original state, artificial minerals and artificial minerals that are separated. I should put here, that are separated and overprocessed from the real foods, from the original state, from the natural state. No fruit can produce good fruit if a person, no fruit tree can produce good fruit if a person cut off the top part of that fruit tree. from the original root. If you cut off the root and separate the root from the fruit tree, you're not going to get any good fruit. You're not going to produce any fruit. You're not going to produce any nutrition. That fruit tree will die and will not produce any fruit, and we will not get any nutrition. And we will die if we don't have nutrition. That fruit tree will not produce any good nutrition. That fruit tree will not produce any new good nutrition, good vitamins and good minerals. In the same way, eating fake vitamins and minerals and fake phytic acid, we have good phytic acid, or we have fake phytic acid nutrients that are separated from the original foods from the original state, are not good health foods, are not good for our health. These fake vitamins and minerals don't treat the real health problems that people have. The fake vitamins and minerals have different types of man-made poisons, preservatives that are mixed with cheap superficial nutrition with different types of chemical ingredients. Another main point. That is why Jesus wants us to learn to do good. Isaiah 55, it says, and Isaiah chapter 1, learn to do good. To do good, we need to learn it. Even myself, because from a child, we have been trained to be addicted to eat unhealthy foods. But we need to learn to do good, as Isaiah 1 said. I think verse 15 or verse 16 says that. Isaiah chapter 1. I can't remember exactly. It says what? Learn to do good. To do good, we need to learn it. To have good habits, we need to learn. It must be progressive. You cannot develop good habits in one day. It's like farming, planting. That is why Jesus wants us to learn to do good by eating the foods that are good. It is very difficult to have good habits without Jesus. And it's very difficult for us to have Jesus' righteousness without Jesus' help. It is easy if we have unity with Christ. But it's very difficult because the majority of people don't use their time and strength and money to have unity with Jesus Christ. So that's why it's impossible and it is difficult. So we have to be balanced here. If we're united with Christ, it's very easy as ABC. Because the gospel that Jesus has given us is the best gospel. And it teaches that it's very easy to be saved. But the mystery is, the Bible says the majority will be lost because they don't use their time, strength, and money to focus here. It is very difficult to have good habits, but Jesus is willing to help us. Jesus wants us to come to him so he can help us to have good, healthy eating habits. That is why Jesus wants us to go back little by little, progressively, not one day. You cannot do this in one day. It's like planting. You're not going to get an apple in one day if you plant it in one day. It takes 20 years or 30 years to plant disease. It takes 20 or 30 years to get healing. But God is so good that there's some herbs, if you take them, although we take 20 years to get disease. We have been planting disease and farming disease for 20 years. But God is so good that we have some kind of herbs and foods out there that if you learn to eat them, they don't taste good at first. But if you train your appetite to eat them and ask Jesus to help you, it is possible to get true healing at the right time more quickly than the time it takes to produce disease. But we must know that disease grows. So don't expect to follow the fast food way. It makes you feel good and you think you get healing, but that's a deception. The true healing takes time, just like planting. We need to start a plant. That's why the Bible says, don't be deceived. Galatians says that. Galatians 5 and Galatians. Don't be deceived. God is not mad because God made a health system. It's a health law. It's a system of a law. And you cannot change it, break the law. You cannot change the law of gravity. That is why Jesus wants us to go back little by little, step by step, back to the original plan of true happiness. That was why Jesus has given us the best foods to eat. These foods are real foods, real vitamins, real minerals, and they are natural foods in their original state. These original foods represent the master designer original diet plan. This original title is called the Best New Start Healthcare Plan of Jesus Christ. The true creator of our bodies has given us the real foods. These real foods have good nutrition, good glucose, good oxygen, good water, good essential fatty acids and other fatty acids, good fiber, good enzymes, good vitamins, good minerals, and good protein. According to Genesis 1, verse 29, from the beginning of this world, Jesus has given us the real foods. God, in his great love, and great mercy, has given us the best new start healthcare plan of Jesus Christ. This healthcare plan is found in the first chapter of the Bible. In the first chapter of the Bible, in the first book of the Bible. N means nutrition. E means what? E means exercise. W means water. S means sunshine. T means temperance. The most difficult one, temperance, to be balanced. Don't take the right side, don't take the left side. That's what Joshua 1, verse 7 and 8 says. Read it. Don't take the left or right. You need to be balanced. The narrow way is a perfect balanced way. Only one position. Not the right side. Try to take the right, you're going to fall off the narrow way. But the narrow way leads to Jesus. Narrow way is Jesus' way. Jesus said, I am the way. And, so you need to understand the point. So T means temperance. You talk about green light food, red light food, orange light food. That's the T. T means temperance. A means air. We need the fresh air. That's why you need to live in the countryside, not in the city where the air is dirty. R means rest. Why do hospitals have so many beds? Because people, they work too much. They don't take rest and represent the true rest that Jesus wants to give you and me. T means the most important one, trust, having the true faith of Jesus. The majority of the world don't have that. Why? Because Jesus said, when he comes back, will he find people with the true faith of Jesus Christ? So this is Jesus' best new start healthcare plan. According to so many doctors, many people are sick. It's because they are eating many fake foods. Many people don't have good habits of good habits of eating real foods. They don't have the appetite. The appetite they are trained the appetite to become unnatural. They have unnatural appetites. They don't have the real healthy appetite to eat good foods. So you need to be trained. Many of us, we are from a child, we have bad appetite to eat bad foods. That's why we need to come to Jesus and ask Jesus to empower our will. You should pray like this. Pray, Father, Jesus, help me, empower my will, save me because I can save myself. Keep my heart because I cannot keep it. Empower my will to eat real foods. Pray that prayer and believe it. And Jesus promised he will give you his righteousness, his power. Many people don't have good habits of eating the real foods. Jesus has given us these real foods, these real food Jesus has given us, These real foods have many good nutrition. Many people are sick. It's because they are lacking good nutrition. The good nutrition is found in the prescribed foods that are found in Jesus' best new start diet plan. Let us read the precious words of Jesus. This is Isaiah 55, verse 2. It says, why do you spend money? What is not bread? There are many people eating bread, but those are not real bread. It's superficial, artificial bread. It said, why do you spend money for what is not bread? Or your wages, what does not satisfy? Listen carefully to me. Listen carefully to me. And eat what is good. Listen means to be by. Jesus said in Matthew 25, there will be an oil crisis in our time. Right now, the oil crisis is starting. And the leaders of the world, they don't have no solution. They pretend, the other day they had a meeting and they thought they had a solution, and the people, they are fighting each other. That's why among the foolish group, there's no true love. But the wise group, there's true love. But the point is this, that Jesus made a prophecy that the wise group, they will buy. They listen. They're good listeners. The buy means to listen. Sorry, listen me, yeah. But the word buy in Matthew 25, it means to listen. That's why Jesus said, listen carefully. The problem in the majority of people, they don't listen. They spend their time, strength, and money to listen to so many counterfeit videos on social media and to listen to many false prophets, and they don't listen to the true gospel. He said, listen carefully to me and eat what is good. Jesus is telling us to eat what is good and let your soul delight itself in abundance. This is the real bread, the Ezekiel bread. Also take for yourself wheat, barley, and beans, and lentils, and millet, and spelt. Put them in one vessel, put them in one bowl, and make bread and make bread of them for yourself during the numbers of days that you lie on your side. 390 days, that's 1 year. You shall eat it. This is Jesus' eating diet plan, best diet plan. This is the bread that can heal different type of diseases. This type of bread. But we hardly find this bread. This is the treasure bread. Remember, it's very difficult to find treasure. And the greatest treasure of life is what? Jesus' righteousness. That's the greatest treasure of life. And is it easy to find gold? Is it easy to find the best treasure in this life? No, that's very difficult to find. The real treasure in this world, the real golden treasure. But the greatest treasure of life is Jesus' righteousness. The majority of people don't have it, even the world religions. The world religions are like the Pharisees and Sadducees. They look beautiful on the outside. But Jesus said they don't clean the cup from in their inside. That means their heart is desperately wicked. Jeremiah 17 verse 9 says that. Who can know it? We can't understand this disease, this deception. This deception is very difficult to understand without Jesus, without the Holy Spirit of Christ. That's the only way we can understand the deception in these last days. But what I'm trying to say is that we need to understand you're not rich. Many people have cars and they think they're rich. They don't own it. Jesus owns it because Jesus says he's going to come back. When he comes back to his work, if we don't have his righteousness, we're going to lose everything we have. So you don't really own anything that you have. And the best way to overcome many problems is to be humble, because Jesus used one word in Matthew 5 to describe the wise group people. They're humble, they're teachable, as James 3 says. James chapter 3, it said that the wise group people, they're teachable. The foolish, you cannot talk to them. They're argumentative. They don't listen. They give you a hard time. But the wise group people, in Malachi 4, it said the foolish group people, they are proud. One word that summarizes all the wicked people. There are 3 types of wicked people. Matthew 13 tells us you have the stony ground here, wicked people. They are the religious people. They're from my church too. Many stony ground hearers in my church and in all churches and in every religion. They are one type of wicked people Jesus talked about. But there's another type of wicked people, which is the thorny ground hearer, the worldly people. And then you have the hard path ground, worldly people. They're all 3 types. But there's a good ground. These are the wise group. And they're the one listening. They bought the oil, because Jesus made a prophecy about oil. There will be an oil crisis, and the oil crisis has started. Look at what's taking place. It's fulfilling Bible prophecy. And no matter how the leaders are trying to solve the problem, they're not. They're in a deception. They're in darkness, because they're rejecting the true light, which is found in the Bible, which is found in the spirit of prophecy. Now it says here, so this is the real bread. If you want to get true healing, you have to eat this type of bread. You have to do a special fasting and eat this type of bread. But you have to ask Jesus to change your appetite first. Because if your appetite is not trained, you cannot eat this type of bread. You will not enjoy it. Naturally, we enjoy eating the bad, unhealthy food, even myself. So that's why I have to be on my knees every day and asking Jesus to empower my will to eat the real foods. This is Genesis 1 verse 29. This is Jesus' original diet plan. Notice what it says here. It says, see, behold, behold, look. The word behold means look here. This is the real food. It said, and God said, this is Jesus speaking. See, behold, look, I have given you every herb. So there are 2 types of herb. You have medicine, you have herb for medicine, and you have the herb for food. He said that these are, I'm talking the main types of herb, 2 main types of herb. Herb for food and herb for medicine. It says, I have given you, who is I? Jesus has given us. I have given you every, not some, every herb that yields seed. You have, grains are herb too. You have the barley herb, millet herb. The word herb in original language means grass. That's what herb means. It says, every herb, on all those healthy grain that look like grass plants. It says that yields seed, every type of seed, flax seed, Wild sesame is one of the best superfood. And sesame seed and different type of seed. All type of seed God has given us. There are some herb seed. All these things have special nutrients in it. They're real foods, which is on the face of all the earth. And every tree whose fruits are very good for your health. Blueberry is one of the best. Blueberry. And you have grapes. And you have uh, um, persimmons and peaches and watermelon and mangoes. All these fruits. Jesus said, every fruit, every tree that whose fruit yields seed. Jesus said, to you it shall be for food. This is the real food. And thank you for listening. You have a wonderful day, and thank you for listening. This is just part one of this topic. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. And all meeting.